Hello everybody. Alright, today I'm going to show you how to create a Maven Spring Boot project. Alright, it's actually very simple. So right now, let's get started. So in my IDE, I'm using Eclipse IDE. So let's say you are using IntelliJ or some other IDE, please feel free to use it. The steps will be the same. I'm using Windows here, so let's say you have MacBook, steps generally should be okay. If you have any issue, just leave a comment down below, maybe I can help you. Right, so I think let's get first thing, let's get things started. Before, let me intro myself. I'm actually quite new to doing Spring Boot project, so that's why in my YouTube title I title it as learning together with me. Right, so maybe we can do this project together and let's see where it leads us to. Right, so first, another thing, if you are wondering where I actually do all this online learning, alright, I'm not a computer science graduate. I'm not from computer engineering or computer science. Okay, so where I picked up all my skills is through this online learning place called Udemy. So Udemy actually provide quite good courses, and they are actually very detailed, down to the detailed steps to make you a certified programmer. Right, so yeah, so if you right now, if you go Udemy, right, you will be able to see all the courses, but they are all quite expensive. Right, so one thing is to actually just wait for sale. Okay, every now and then they will have pop up saying that they have about 80 or 90% discount, or the courses starts at $19.80, something like that. Right, so that's where you get your cheap deals out of all those courses. So if you saw all my learnings, I've actually started quite a few. You can see I have microservices here, I have Java over here. Right, React last time I learned before, so right now I'm going to pick up in that, and Python programming as well. Let's say you want to do data science, data analytics, I think Python is a very good place to start. So all these courses I bought it at about $20 ish. Right, so if you are Singaporean and you have SkillsFuture credit, every other course that you complete up to 80%, you are able to claim your SkillsFuture credits. Alright, so like I said, if you know, every now and then you just try to hit Udemy website, if you see the pop-up and the courses are on sale, then just pick it up. Right, I think it's a very good way to upskill yourself. They not only have IT software. If you look over here, they have so many different courses, down from the how you use your Microsoft tools, to IT software, to even in the business and finance industry, and even for design, for those who are into creative arts, digital marketing, media, so on and so forth, and even down to your personal development, in career development, in leadership. So this is actually a very good place to start your learning. Alright, anyway, this is not a sponsored video. Alright, so this is just something I would like to share, and this is just something I'd like to share, and hopefully you guys get out of what I do on a daily basis, and hopefully this helps you. Alright, so without further ado, let's get things started. So this course will be the first out of the series of microservices. So I intend to build a microservice project that is for my tuition center in the future. Right, so I will create classes like students, like course programs, and so on and so forth. So this is the first video, so this video will only be to create our first Maven project and how to get it running in your IDE. Alright, so for those who have not known yet, okay, creating a Spring Boot project is actually very simple. You just have to type in this URL, start.spring.io. You will reach this page called the Spring Initializer. If you don't remember this URL, never mind, just Google Spring Initializer. You'll be able to get it in your top hits. Right, so we would like to create a Maven project, so just have it tick. Okay, language. So for this series, we will focus on Java. Right, and over here you will be able to see the Spring Boot version. right, this is where you select the latest Spring Boot version. Alright, so if you see version with bracket snapshot lah, M3, M something, or so and so forth, without the pure number, those are the beta version. Alright, so what you would like to do is just to select the version number without any bracket. So for here, I will click on 2.5.5. Alright, you should be able to see another one. The time of recording today is 9 October. The version is about 2.4.11. So of course I would like to choose the latest one without the brackets. Alright, so the next step is to actually create your project metadata. So what this essentially means is basically your project name, right? So what I will do here is I will com.shalom educator. Alright, Shalom Educator is actually the name I've created recently for my this tuition project. So if you are interested, you can find this handle in Instagram or Facebook. Alright. Okay, so I will maybe name this group.shalomeducator.microservices. Okay, my artifact name, maybe I call it tuition. Right, so this will be my Shalom Educator microservices project. Alright, this description you can just give it anything, is just description, nothing much. Alright, and even all this group artifact name is essentially just a naming thing. Okay, give it whatever convention you like to, but usually usually it is the reverse of your organization domain. So let's say you're a particular or maybe say Google, right? You will name it as com.google something, right? Okay, package, it will be jar. Okay, Java, the Java version I'm using is 11, Java 11. So let's say you don't know your Java version, you can always come to your command prompt, just type Java dash dash version. Okay, you should be able to see your JDK runtime version will be 11. Okay, let's say you got 8 over here, no worries, just choose 8 in your Spring Boot project, and then you can get on with it. But I would suggest to actually install your Java version 11. Okay, for those using Mac, your command might be slightly different. Just Google how to find Java version on your local machine. You should be able to get it. Alright, so from here, so the left side is whatever you want to do for your project. Okay, so if you have some basic background about Spring Boot, okay, you should know that it's all dependency based. Okay, so for dependency based, because we are creating a web project, a web browser project, so we want to have our Spring Web dependency, right? Essentially, dependency is like your building block for the project. Okay, so in Spring Boot it's very simple, just add in the dependency that you want for your project, like any feature that you want. You want your project, you want to have, say, health check for your project, you can have actuator dependency. You want an in-memory database, then just choose JPA and even H2 dependency, right? So on and so forth. So for now, I will choose Spring Web. Maybe I'll choose JPA. This one will be for my database connectivity. I will choose H2 database. This is our in-memory database. Alright, so with that, let's see whether I miss out anything. Yeah, this should be fine. Anyway, if let's say you created a project and you miss out anything, no worries. You can always add in the dependency in your pom.xml later on. Alright, so for now, I have all my dependencies here. What I'll do is I'll click generate. Okay, once I click generate, I should be able to see my zip folder. Alright, so let me open up. Okay, just place your zip folder in the file, in your file system. Okay, then right now shortly I'll open my Eclipse. Okay, so once you have downloaded the project, Okay, you'll be in the zip version. So what you have to do is just to extract it. Okay, I'll just extract it to here. Alright, so just copy this file path, go to your Eclipse, click File, Import. Okay, you like to scroll down to Maven and existing Maven project. Click Next and just paste your directory over here and click Browse. You should be able to see a pom.xml over here. Just click Finish. Once you're done, you should, at the bottom right hand corner, you should be able to see your dependencies being downloaded. So mine was quite fast. So just open up, you'll see your project directory over here. Okay, let me just open up a few things. Let me open up our main Java class. Alright, let me just open up the Maven dependency. So once I click the Maven dependencies over here, you should be able to see all your dependencies being downloaded over here. Okay, you see tons of jars over here. Right, then next, let me open up my pom.xml. Okay, so remember just now we actually downloaded, we actually specify our web dependency. Alright, that is nothing but the Spring Boot Starter web. Okay, we also downloaded our JPA dependency, that is our Spring Boot Starter data JPA. Okay, and we also downloaded our H2 dependency, which is over here, is our H2 artifact, ID is here. Alright, just to take note, different dependency comes from a different group ID. So if you will see these two over here, they are all from your org spring framework.boots. Alright, and for H2 it's actually coming from the com.h2 database. Okay, so just take note, it's very important that you name your group ID, artifact ID correctly. Okay, and then you can just copy and paste here. So let's say just like I mentioned, if you want to add a second dependency that which you haven't added, you can always just come over here, just include it. Once you include it, it should install and download onto your project immediately. Okay, so for now, let's leave it as that. Okay, now we will end this course by starting and testing whether our application runs correctly. So in your main Java application, just go to this play button. If it's your first time, then just click the drop down arrow, run as a Java application. Once you run as a Java application, you should be able to see the logs coming. You should be able to see this beautifully designed, this Spring Boot over here. Alright, and over here you see that Tomcat is started on port 8080. Okay, so one way to check whether our project is running is to actually just hit localhost 8080. You should be able to see this page. Okay, why you see this page? Okay, don't be worried, that means the project is up and running, just that there is no explicit path that we give to this slash, right? That's why they can't redirect us to a proper error page. Okay, so for example, let's say we were to stop this. Okay, so run is on top but stop. Okay, please stop at your console here. Let me press stop. Okay, and now you go back, you hit refresh. Okay, you should be able to see page not found, right? The site can't be reached. Okay, so this is as simple as creating our first Spring Boot project. Okay, I will end here. Alright, please check out my next video on how I create a class in the Spring Boot project. Alright, that's it. See you. Bye bye.